And here we are, the numbers everybody is waiting for. And while these are not official numbers, this is an early outlook at the box office for Deadpool and Wolverine for the opening weekend in the United States. So let's talk about the numbers we're seeing and what does this mean. So once again, this is early numbers. I need to state that because they can still get revised, and usually they do get revised by typically Monday morning, if not late Monday afternoon, with the official numbers that Disney confirms to shareholders, and then we get it down to like the dollar. But for right now, what we're looking at is analysts across the board, and two people I reached out to see the early gauge of what they're telling, well, their outlets, and talking to them and just kind of getting an early impression of what they're saying and what they believe is happening with a stellar Thursday, a giant Friday, and a great Saturday. Right now, we are seeing that most analysts are expecting that this film is landing in the $80 to $90 million range. And from what's been reported, Disney worldwide was looking at 250 to 300 million opening. So that means that their essentially predictions for the United States were about 140 to 160 max. So this is obviously overperforming. And with that in mind, you got to take this as a giant victory no matter how you look at it. Like, there is no other way to cut this outside of this is a clear-cut victory. And let's say the official numbers come in and it's over 180, maybe even over 190. If it gets close to 200 million, we are talking the most unexpected numbers you could attach to this film because nobody saw it going that high. But again, there's still a possibility of a uptick in late Sunday showings, and who knows how that's going to go. And of course, international numbers are going to be important to look at because the film was overperforming internationally before it even hit the United States, which people didn't think was going to happen. So there is a lot of staying power here. There's a lot of things to look at. And we will obviously talk about this, as I love looking at box office numbers, comparing the drops. And if you're a member of the channel, you guys know I do the box office rundown after weekends that are pretty impressive and compare them to previous films in the franchise and everything like that. And this is going to be one that, man, I cannot wait to talk about and compare and contrast to what's happened before and where they're at now, because there's a lot of stuff in here that is going to be very interesting to look at and just kind of take a seat back and go, here's where they went right and here's where they thought they weren't going to go right and go wrong. So we'll talk about this more in due time.